Hey everybody, I'm Sifu Bodhi. Welcome back to our 30-day Qigong challenge. Now, if you can believe it, we have made it to our final week of the challenge. This is week 4, and week 4 is all about energetics. Now, if you haven't already, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. So today we are going to be talking Qigong for the meridians of the head and neck. So obviously Qigong is soft, flowing, calisthenic movements, body weight movements designed to stimulate the acupuncture meridian and the associated organ. Now, when we think of the meridians that are running through the head and neck, there's actually quite a ton. So let's go through them simply. First, we have several that run through the front and side of the neck, and these are actually digestive meridians. So we have right beside the windpipe on the just on the lateral side of the windpipe, we have the stomach channel. Then just moving laterally, we have the large intestine channel and then the small intestine channel. And these would be on the sides of the neck where the muscles that turn the head, sternocleidomastoid and scalene, this is where these meridians run. And so anytime you're doing any kind of movement where there's a turning movement or a forward movement to your head, we're going to actually be stimulating the tissue where those meridians run. And so this starts to let you know when you're prescribing exercises for yourself, well, if we want to stimulate these channels, or if we have problems, pathology in these areas, we can start to say, do I also have some digestive things going on? Do I have bloating, gurgling, loose stool, lack of appetite, that kind of stuff going on? But once again, being mindful of the fact that from the front side of the neck is all the digestion. Stomach, large intestine, small intestine. And what's interesting about these meridians is that the stomach channel travels down all the way down to the foot, and actually starts at the eye and travels down. But the small and large intestine, they actually travel up because they're traveling up from the arms and they travel up to the face, where the large intestine ends here and the small intestine ends here. So these first 3 meridians are on the front side of the neck. Next, as we move, sort of circumnavigating the globe here, as we move to the side of the head, this all down the side, what's called Shaoyang, the side, the temple area running down the side of the neck, this is all the gallbladder channel. And gallbladder channel starts at the side of the eye and then runs over the ear and all the way down the sides of the body, all the way down to the second last toe. But any of movements that tip the head to the side, that basically activate the upper trap muscles or lift the upper trap muscles, we're getting some stimulation through the gallbladder channel. The last channel is the bladder channel, and that runs over the top and down the back. So it starts at the inside of your eye, runs over the top of your head and all the way down the back of your neck. And this would be the paraspinal muscles, those big muscles that run from your head all the way down to your butt, and then runs over the hamstrings all the way down, right down, actually down to the pinky toe. So we have the bladder running down the back. So anytime you take the head into extension, that's working the muscles that stimulate that bladder channel. Anytime we're tipping the head, we're moving qi and blood through the area where the gallbladder runs. Anytime we're turning the head, we're stimulating the small intestine, the large intestine, and the stomach. Now, we also have 2 reservoirs, which are extra channels. One is the Ren channel, the Sea of Yin, the conception vessel that runs up the center line, front of the body. And then the governing vessel, the Du channel, that runs down the center line of the back of the body. And these 2 meridians connect to create what's called the microcosmic orbit. And during, amongst that microcosmic orbit, we have 3 areas, what we call dantians. And these are kind of step-down energy transformers. So if you think of the power lines running across, that's at 220, and then they go through that transformer box, and that brings it down to the house at 110, and that comes out of the socket. So for this, you want to think of, we have 3 areas. We have the upper dantian, third eye. We have the middle dantian, basically at the heart, and the lower dantian at just below the belly button, 2 inches deep inside. And so these 3 centers of the body are where energy is more focused, more dense, and more powerful. And so what we're going to focus on for our first exercises is we're going to be actually leading energy through the upper dantian to the middle dantian, cycling through that microcosmic orbit or a section of the microcosmic orbit. But before we start all that, and that was a lot of explanation because once again, this week, that energetic stimulation, a lot of this is going to be trying to give you some understanding of how energy moves. And then of course, teaching you how to move some energy. So As always, you know the deal. Let's start with a few cleansing breaths. Take a deep breath in. Visualize gathering white light all around the body as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, pulling it down, filling the body, melting all tension down into the ground. In 2. And melt. In 3. And melt. In 4. And melt. And 5. And melt. Now, as we connect to and promote the movement of chi through the different meridians, we want to first make a connection. So we're going to open up the fingers. We're going to press the center of the palm nice and hard together. Just step the feet out a little wider, bend the knees, tuck the pelvis under, lift from the crown of the head as you're rubbing. Get some heat going there. And then when you're feeling that hand nice and hot, I want you to pull it just an inch apart. I want you to slowly roll the hand. Focus your eyes and your mind on the space between your palm. Feeling, if you can, yes, heat, but feeling, if you can, the pressure, the electromagnetic field, like pressing 2 magnets of the same polarity against one another. You can feel that pressure. Take a moment. You'll feel it. You know, after 3 weeks of doing Qigong, the Qi in your body is going to be moving much more smoothly, powerfully, with less stagnation. I bet you can feel something. If you can't, that's okay. But I bet a lot of you are feeling it. Now I want you to just wave the fingers, just gently. Don't let them touch. But see if you can feel the opposite finger. Just take a moment. I want you to be really mindfully connected to your Qi so that you can more efficiently lead it. Yi Dao, Qi Dao, where the mind goes, the Qi follows. Spend a moment here. Connect to it. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Now that we have that connection, we're going to be leading Qi through a portion of the microcosmic orbit. So once again, the heart, between the center of the chest, up to the third eye, over the top of the head and back down, between the shoulder blades, through the body and back up. We're going to make that circle. We're going to lead it up as we breathe in. We're going to lead it down as we breathe out. So, hands over the heart. Make a connection. See if you can feel your body without touching. Breathing in, lead it up. Over the crown. Breathing out, leading it down. Visualize it going all the way down between the shoulder blades. Come back to the front. Breathing in, lead it up. Breathing out, lead it down. Breathing in, leading it through this small circular orbit. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Can you feel that pressure against your hand? Breathing in. Breathing out. Leading Qi up the Ren channel and down the Du channel. Leading up the conception vessel and down the governing vessel. Just a few more. And out. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. Let's come back and reconnect those palms. Rub the hands if you need. But once again, just spend a few moments here just connecting. So, now we've moved through the Ren and the Du, through that microcosmic orbit. Now that we've got those reservoirs moving, now we want to move through the actual meridians. And so we're going to be leading energy up those meridians on the side of the face, and then leading energy down the side and the back of the face and neck. Breathing in, leading up. Breathing out, leading down. Breathing in, leading up on the sides. Breathing out, like we're combing our hair back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. You may start to feel some interesting sensations through your fingers and hands as it moves over certain tissues. You may feel some excesses where it's pushing a little bit more, some deficiencies where it feels a little bit empty or weak. And these energetic exercises, these meridian cleansing exercises, are a really neat way to make such a deep connection to your body, to the health of your body, to the movement of energy. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. So many of us have stagnations through our scalp and through our neck. Too much time on the computer, too much time in front of the phone. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in. You know, and that's where Qigong becomes the most amazing self-health care. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last two, breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in. And breathing out. Very simple. Let's finish off with some cleansing breath. Deep breath in, gather. And out. 45 right. And out. 45 left. And out. 90 right. And out. 90 left. And out. One more to the sides and in. And out. Raise the chi. And wash down. Lead yin up. Wash yang down. So simple. So I save the energetic tutorials for the final week so that you had a deeper connection to your body, to your breath, to your mind, before we tackled physically the easy stuff, but mentally the hard stuff. Making that connection to Qi, allowing ourselves to be open enough to feel that connection, to make that connection, to sense that connection, because this is actually the most powerful stuff. The energetics are where the power in Qigong comes from. The ability to connect and move the Qi through the body is such an incredibly self-healing tool, like I said, self-health care. But it takes a bit to make that leap. So although the practices in this week will be shorter, once again, much more intense, much more healing, you just got to make that leap with me. Just give it a try. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, share this video with your friends, your family, anybody who could help or needs the help. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.